Blessings. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy, Ancient African Wisdom for the Modern Sister. All right, y'all. So I'm in the car, carro. And first of all, buenos dias, ¿cómo estás? Hope you're well. Estoy aquí en los Estados Unidos, en Carolina del Norte. Sí. So yes, y'all, just because I'm back from the Republic Dominicana does not mean that the Spanish is going to stop. I am so in it to win it. Like, I am so in it to win it. Like, I want it even more. I want it even more. You know, I text my professora, Catherine, in a text, and I mean for the first time, like I wrote out the whole text in Spanish. It was so cool, like to just do that. I mean, I'm sure she'll correct me on some of those misspell or grammatic errors, but pero it's all good. It's all good. I'm so excited. Like I'm so excited about life. Like today's gonna be 81 degrees in Carolina del Norte. So, entonces, I am feliz. I'm sorry, estoy feliz. I am so mucho feliz, muy feliz. I'm so very happy. Don't you love the warm weather? Doesn't the warm weather make you feel amazing? You know, yo siento feliz. I feel happy. Uh, cuando it's a beautiful, bonita, muy bonita dia. When it's a beautiful day, I feel so good. Don't you feel good too? So I want to bring that cheer today. You hear my voice. Last night was more than an ocean. I was coughing up. Oh, and adios mio. It was not a nice night. But I want to talk to Pedro. I want Pedro, yo quiero hablar te or a to you about that, about this idea of, because I want to talk about living a more wilder life. Because I woke up this morning and I figured it out, right? Like, oh, okay. And I want to inspire you this morning. So first of all, I hope you're doing so well. I hope you're beautiful. I hope it's warm wherever you are. I hope that spring has sprung in your neighborhood. So I want to share. If you're new to my channel, bienvenidos. Welcome to the channel. Bienvenidos de canal, mi canal, my channel. I appreciate it. Okay, so I was this notion of, like, don't you understand that a cold or a sore throat or whatever that thing that has already manifested. So living a life where you're trying to always figure out why is this happening, you're putting too much energy on something that has already happened. So there's no real, you're not going to benefit in why, because it really doesn't matter. Everything happens for a good reason. Do you know my daughter used to say this to me? I remember us coming out when we was in California, and my daughter, like, I mean, she watched me for years doing altars and getting up and doing 60 days of meditation and baths and, Queen of Four, Sacred Woman, and all of that. And so she had her own altar. She used to go to it and the whole bit. And I remember when I used to say, I used to be going through stuff and I used to be like, why is this happening? I would say to myself or, just say it. And she used to look at me, and I'll tell you this with no lies. She used to say, and I used to say, and I used to say before she said it, I said, this is like she's under 10 years old now. D.S. Arnold, right? She used to say, I used to say, yeah, baby, I know everything happens for a reason. And she says, no, mama, everything happens for a good reason. Just think about that in your life right now. Everything, everything, all, todos is happening for a bueno reason, for a great, good, not just a reason, pero a bueno reason, a good reason. I mean, I get that. So that law of attraction matches that and says, yes, everything happens for a good reason. I'm always in the right place. Good things are always happening to me. It doesn't matter because, like, I was on the plane. Oh my God, this was that Sunday when I was coming in Monday. And you already got clogged ears, you already got a little head cold or whatever, mucus in my ears and my throat in this area. And then get on a plane and you get at a certain altitude And oh my God, I was the most horrendous pain in my ears that I've just ever felt. And I couldn't do anything. I'm up, what, however many thousands of feet. I'm on the plane. There's nothing I could do. And I put myself in a meditation. And I meditated. When I'm going to say meditated, I soothed myself. I calmed myself because the pain was excruciating. And there's this thing that I call it this theory. It's easy to meditate on a mountain theory. And what that means for me when I say that to myself, let me just open up all windows because I'm feeling all of the heat. So what that means for me is it's easy to meditate on the mountain theory is just that the best way meditation really is for when you are in a state of maybe uncalmness, if I'm making up words, a state of uncalmness. That's when you actually need to calm. That's when you actually need to find the spaces that feel good in between the spaces that don't. And that's exactly how I meditated, y'all. I found the spaces in between the pain that felt good, and I focused on those spaces. I also, I also knew, I also knew, okay, I also knew, all these pop-ups anyway. Uh, Yo también, uh, uh, tengo, oh, not tengo, but knew, I forgot. Aprende, I forget the word. But I also knew that it wasn't gonna last forever. That as the plane started to descend, that I was gonna feel better. So that was my like light at the end of the tunnel. That I'm feeling that I can feel better. The light at the end of the tunnel, holding on to that light at the end, and then also focusing on the moments where it really is feeling better, and concentrating more on that. And that got me through, and it was amazing. So I really now understand this. No regrets. Like I said, no regrets. Like my marriage was perfect because it brought forth now. And like now it's so cool. But it was cool then. It was things that I needed. I felt protected in a lot of ways. Even if it was a false sense of protection that somebody else was giving me when actually I was protecting myself. And then really, why do we need to be protected? And I thought about this idea today of healing. And what would healing be necessary if we were never sick? And then if we never perceive sickness as a sickness, then would healing even be necessary? Would we then always be in a state of healedness instead of healing? If every time something came, we never looked at it as a problem, we did something wrong, it's because it's like almost goes back to that biblical or religious kind of perspective. And anything that happens to you is because you sinned. You are a sinner. You're evil and you're bad, and God is going to bring down fire and brimstones upon you. And I feel like we're constantly, no matter when we switch from religion to spirituality, we're constantly still bringing that same concept that I think this is a loving universe. I won't even say a forgiving universe because there's nothing to forgive. I think it's a loving universe, a joyful universe, a happy universe. I think it's a fun universe. So we got to stop making ourselves, even in our healing, our holistic perspective, feel bad because we know how to feel good. We know when we have a cold. I think about it. If we relied on, when we get a headache, I see people do it because I see it on the plane a lot, or just traveling. And people get a headache and they go to get some aspirin. They believe that aspirin is going to take away that headache, and because they believe it, it does. So they're not stressed so much on the headache because the aspirin they believe is going to cure it. Well, it's the same thing. If you focus on the remedy, if you're focused on what's going to make you feel good, and in that case, they focusing on the aspirin that's going to make them feel good, then what's making you feel bad is not so bad anymore. When you know that, oh yeah, okay, I'll just whatever clean up this. I don't need to think about what, where, when, or how. That's in the past. Even if with the good past, even all the great things that happened in the past, that was great. It's not. It doesn't really serve a purpose in your life. Even the good stuff, and it's all good stuff when you really think about it. And so I don't know, I just came to that, right? And so with all of that thinking, because I have like this new perspective, it's like in theory, I could hear all these things about, what is already happening is actually kind of the past. It's already manifested. So trying to figure out why, what, where, when, how, like what is a waste of time, and it'd be better to create more of what you want, like instead of what you don't. Like for me, what I came up with today, and I think you all are going to get this, is I want to live a wilder life. I want to take even more chances than I've ever taken before. I mean, I know it's so corny, I want to throw caution to the wind. Like, I want to be the wind. Like, after caution, I want to be the wind. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, oh, I'm back from, learning the Spanish immersion program or vacation, whatever we call it, our life adventure, and it's over. We just return back to our little, wonderful, cute little townhome and just get back to life. And no, I want to be so wild. I now know that I definitely am going to live in other countries. I don't want to say live in one. I'm gonna have a place. I want a spot in different places. It may be DR, but I don't know. But it could be. I'm open because I gotta go to places. I like the money and how it goes, American dollar in the DR. So that's why that's a good choice for me. But pero yo quiero uh, vida buena. I want the good life, ahora mismo. I want it right now. Yo quiero ahora mismo. I want the good life now, like right now, not just later. And I realized that, like, do you want the good life now? Ahora mismo, right now. Or you going to wait for later? Hasta luego. You know, you don't want that. You want it now. Yo quiero ahora. You want it now. How do you create that? How do you make it happen? What do you need to change about yourself, your thoughts, your ideas, your belief system in order to make it happen? How can you let go of that trying? Because I feel like it's true. We came from our religions to our spirituality, and now sometimes it's our spirituality that's kind of keeping us from going forward. It's actually keeping us from having what we want. I don't know. Like, uh, I veo, I see uh, mucho things differente. I see things differently. Uh, was it the trip to Republica Dominicana? I don't know. I just know that, nothing even matters at all. Like the song goes, like this like the now. And I'm not gonna wait too long for the next trip. I'm going to Europe in July, but that seems long to me right now. And the Dominican Republic back in August, and I'm gonna get this Spanish down. Between my Dominican friend that I'm keeping in touch with, and my professor Catherine, I'm going to get this language because I want it. Yo quiero mucho. So yeah, that's my story. Excuse me. I know I sound worse than I think I sound worse than I feel, but it was a rough night. Pero estoy, vamos to, I feel like, yo siento that the spirit, you know, wants me to continue to focus on, excuse me, and I do apologize, to focus more on staying focused and being right here, right now. So anyway, I'm gonna go get some water, and I'm gonna leave you with those words of wisdom, and I hope it helps.